this any further, just because I know this will be rewatchable after it's live. I'm just gonna state that there may be errors in this. This is not gonna be perfect. But anyways, I thought this would be cool to do a little reverse questionnaire where now you can all ask me some questions, appropriate questions. I'm not gonna answer inappropriate questions. Maybe. No. I'm not gonna answer any inappropriate questions. But I don't know if I have everything set up correctly because I really never have done this before. But yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't expect too many people to come to this because there's just like it's pretty early in the day. Like I don't know if that many people would know that I'm going live now either. But for those who do come in, I hope that you enjoy this, and I think it would be kind of fun. Also, it's kind of a little challenge to myself to see if I could even mentally handle going live. Of course, you know, there's a train going by right now. Perfect example that nothing will probably be perfect in this. Another thing I want to say I'm worried about is the audio. So usually, even with OBS, I always somehow mess up the audio levels, the levels of the microphone. I think it's good on here, but there's no way for me to really monitor it as far as I could tell on the YouTube thing. But anyways, we're gonna chill out until some people come by. I think I'm gonna do this stream for about just 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It really all depends on when my girlfriend gets back. I forgot to mention her I'm doing this, so don't be surprised if this is abruptly interrupted. Real quick, I'm gonna grab my little coffee. Another thing I wanted to say, when I was going to set this up, there was stuff, like there was like settings for the monetization, and like the options were just, from what I could tell, it's just mid-roll ads, which means ads in the middle. So like, I don't understand how that works. Am I gonna like actively, while I'm live, get cut off by ads? Or is it ads after it's live? I don't know. This is really just a big test for me, but hopefully it's not. I don't want to like cram a bunch of ads in my videos just to get revenue like that. I ain't like that. But so if that does happen, then I've just got to change something for the next time. So I did intend on the theme of this to be, let me turn the light on real quick. Barely changed anything. I did intend on the theme of this to be a question segment for me, but I am going to actively make a couple sounds. Just fidget with my little fidget cube while I'm here. I wonder if now's a good time to even go live. I think a lot of people will be at work now today. Definitely not where I am because people are driving by like crazy. live streaming ASMR is really nerve-wracking because at any moment, like, I can't cut it or edit it if something goes wrong. But also, I kind of like that element. There's like that added little bit of pressure. But at the same time, I kind of feel like I could be more genuine. Because once you accept that you might make a mistake, you just kind of roll through with it. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. Also, you know what? I just thought of an idea. If nobody shows up while I'm actively live, I definitely encourage y'all to still leave a bunch of comments on here in the chat thing, and I will definitely write down every question that I find that people have for me. So it'd kind of be like the opposite of me asking you questions. Maybe I could do another video of me answering those questions. I think that'd be kind of cool. I just wanted to do something to actually engage with you all more. And wait, I did hear my girlfriend come in, so I'm gonna warn her to be very quiet. I know she's gonna come up and knock on the door or scream my name and ruin it. I genuinely don't mind if she like comes in here, but I'm just warning her ahead of time to be like quiet. Okay. Really not that bad, but I was kind of nervous that she would just like come for example, here's this cool little origami frog that now I can make off the top of my head. I've made so many of them since then. But another thing, I've been learning more and more origami stuff. I was just thinking about it because in this book that I've been reading, I decided to use my little origami shark as the bookmark. That was some poetry right there. Use the origami shark as the bookmark. I still never did that. There was one time where I asked, I think, if I should do an ASMR slam poetry. I feel like if I did that, which I really still want to, I would just end up saying something inappropriate. Because secretly in the back of my head is just the most vulgar thoughts ever. I'm sorry everybody, I gotta clean these real quick. I really want to know, like, what's a good time to go live on here, though. Because I feel like now's a bad time for all the people who would want to come here, and they're just gonna miss out on me actually being live, but that's okay, that's okay. I guess this gives me time to figure out some of YouTube's little features here. So, what's this? Okay, so my connection's good. That's good. I was wondering. I was like, oh, there isn't like a 10-hour delay from what I'm saying. Okay, well that's pretty self-explanatory. Well, we only have 7 minutes left. Maybe 20 minutes isn't enough time for people to come, but that'll be fine. Also, ignore the mess of the animals now. I usually try to set them up, but now they're just chilling, doing their own thing. If you see me touching my face, it's because my cat likes to jump up on my desk now, and now that I'm sitting here again, I've noticed, thanks to the sun coming in, I could see all the copious amounts of hair just all over my laptop, all over the microphone, and every time I move my hands around, it's getting up onto my face and tickling my face. The perks of owning a kitty cat. I hope that the meat sucking on the straw doesn't make a weird, disgusting sound with the Yeti microphone. I don't think it will. Definitely not as bad as the motorcycles just revving by. And the car horns. You know, I didn't ask anybody, but is anybody out there? Is there any of you that, like, read these in school? The Aragon books. I've always known of them, and then the one movie they made, but I never read the books, or actually watched the whole movie, but apparently the movie has nothing to do with, like, the actual main story. But I will say this one so far has been awesome. And I think, now that I'm looking at it, I think this dragon is the same dragon as that. So I definitely do have to go read those for some lore. Gonna just fidget with my little Silver the Hedgehog figure while I'm sitting here. This I also found at in my area. They're not directly in the town I live, but sometimes there's every once a year there is a Kapasi festival, and people will set up their own little shops there, and one guy was selling a bunch of custom-made Legos. I'll be honest with you, they had way cooler ones than Silver, but I never see a Silver the Hedgehog Lego, so. And this one came with this little like psychic energy blast thing, so I thought that was kind of cool. But the other ones they had were dope. Like they had some Goku ones, they had Beast Gohan. He pretty much had like every character from every media possible, which was pretty cool. The other one I wanted mostly was this little Doctor Strange one who had kind of like his two orange magic things. Like it was like one of these, but orange. I think I heard beans outside of my door meowing to get in. When I walk her out of my room, but if I don't, then every time I go like record or something, she'll just jump around and make a bell sound because she has her little bell. Or she'll just meow a bunch. I guess before I have to end this, another cool thing I'd like to show you all. This little shell is actually it's a gift from my girlfriend because she went on a trip to Canada, I believe at Vancouver, and I really like the beach and just the ocean. I got this little shell. It's very pretty, very pretty. I'll use one of my favorite vocabulary words to describe this, and I think it's the correct way to use it, but it's very chatoyant. Chatoyant. I honestly don't remember the exact definition, so please look that up. It's something like changing in colors. So like fish scales, like how depending on certain angles, it'll look like a different color. Alright. I think I'm going to end this now. I hope to see you all in further videos of mine. Maybe next time I should like announce this ahead of time so people have a chance to show up. I'm not sure. Perhaps I'm a terrible live streamer host